Hello everyone, welcome to part 136 of Laravel 9 series in which we are getting the multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we will finally working on the order placement process. Okay, so in this video we are going to create the orders table with the help of migration. So there are two types of tables that we are going to create, and the first one is I'm going to write here like the first one that we are going to create is the orders. Its name is the orders table. Okay, and uh, of course it's in singular, orders table. Okay, and the second one that we are going to create, it's the orders underscore products table. Okay, the same thing, the same tables we have created earlier also in the advanced e-commerce series that we have done in Laravel 8. Okay, so its name is also orders underscore products, and we can ignore this as spelling errors. Okay, so these two tables we are going to create. The first one will store the main information of the orders, and the second one will contain the items that the user is going to buy for the order. Okay, so it is same like we used to manage the products and their attributes. Okay, so we are going to define the relation as well. In the upcoming videos we are going to define the relation like one order can have the multiple products. Like the same thing is happening here, like this order is having the two items here, so one order can have the multiple items. So the same thing we are repeating here, like this orders table will have the main information of the order, like the order id, or we can say the information like the name, like the delivery info. Okay, it will store the name, address, city, state, country, all these kind of information. Also the coupon code, coupon details, and also the shipping charge if there is any shipping charges. Okay, and also payment method also, payment gateway, and grand total. So all these information will be stored in the orders table. Then what will have the orders underscore products table will have these information, the product that is related to the product that the user is going to buy. Okay, so it is related with the product name, product code, product color, okay, product size, okay, product price. So all these information will go in the orders underscore products table. So I'm going to will show you here as well. Okay, so that it will be more clear to you. So what the orders table will have, orders table will have the id, that is the order id. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so it will have the order id. Okay, and other than that, it will have the user id, the user who is going to order. Okay, and uh, name, address. Okay, after that the address. Okay, and city. All these information we will store in the orders table. Okay, country, okay, pin code, mobile, sorry, mobile as and email, shipping charges. So we are going to create table with all these fields: coupon code and coupon amount, also order status. Okay, so every order is having its status. First the status will be new, and then we can modify it to either to the payment capture or to the cancel, the uh, depends upon the user, that the user have buy that order or not, and the payment method also payment gateway. So all these fields we are going to have in the orders table. Grand total. Okay, so these are the fields that will come inside the orders table. Okay, so what will come inside the orders products table, so we can remove it. Okay, so in orders underscore products table, we are going to have the fields like id, then the order id, whatever id that we will generate from this orders table, that we are going to save here in the orders underscore products table. So one order can have the multiple products. Okay, so this will create the relation. This order ID will create the relation. Okay, so that we will come to know that this particular row belongs to this order, this particular order item belongs to this order. Okay, so after that, user ID. Yeah, one more thing here, make sure to add here the vendor id as well as the admin id. Okay, so every product belongs to either belongs to the vendor or belongs to the admin. Okay, so it will happen in the same like we have done in the products table. You can see here in the products table, open the products table, and you can see we are storing the vendor id as well as the admin id. So the same thing we need to do here, we need to add here vendor id, say vendor id as well as the admin id. Okay, in case of orders, in case of order underscore products. Okay, because every product belongs to some kind of admin, and vendor is a part of the admin, and if it belongs to the vendor, then we need to add its id as well. Otherwise the vendor id will be as 0 in case the product is added by the admin. Okay, see, it will come, as 0 if in case product added by admin. Okay, otherwise vendor id will come. Okay, so other than that, like I have told you, product id, product information, complete product information will come, product name, product code, product color, product size, and product price, and lastly product quantity. Okay, so all the details regarding product. So we are going to create these two tables for the order placement process. Okay, so uh, let's start creating. I'm going to, this is our folder, new terminate folder. I'm going to run now the command. First of all, I am going to create the migration file. Okay, so we know that how to create the migration file for creating the tables. Here I'm going to create the migration file in php artisan make migration. Here I'm going to create the first one is the create orders table. Okay, so we are going to open the file has been created, create orders table. Here we are going to add all the columns that I have mentioned earlier. Dollar table, starting from the first one is the user id, and the second one is the string name. Okay, so I can do it like this, lot of common fields here, a lot of common data types here. Okay, so we can check here like name, then address, city, state, country, name, address, city, state, country, name, address, city, state, country, pin code, mobile, email, then shipping charges. Okay, then coupon code and coupon amount. See, shipping charges will go as 0 because we have not added the shipping module yet, but in future videos we are going to add the shipping module as well. Then coupon amount, order status, then payment method and payment gateway, and grand total also. So we can check once. user id, name, address, city, state, country, pin code, mobile, email, shipping charges, coupon code, coupon amount, order status, payment method, payment gateway, grand total. Okay, and also check this one, integer for user id, fine. All these are string, sorry, string. Okay, fine. For coupon code, fine. Shipping charges, for shipping charges, we can add the floating value for the shipping charges. Okay, then coupon code, coupon amount. Okay, coupon, for coupon amount also we can have float value. Then string, and for grand total also we can have the float value. Okay, so rest everything seems to be fine. So now we can run that php artisan migrate command, so that this table has been created. Okay, table has been created successfully, you can see here. And now we can check in our ecom9 database and see the orders table has been created. Okay, so its structure is here. So fine, so we will also create its model, php artisan make model order. So its model has also been created, that we are going to use in future. So now we are going to create the migration file for the order underscore products table. Sorry, php artisan make migration create underscore orders underscore products underscore table, and we will quickly create it. Okay, so it has been created, so we can open this one, create underscore products underscore create underscore orders underscore products table. Okay, this one, create underscore orders underscore products underscore table. Okay, so now like we have done there, we will also add here our columns. Okay, one by one, and these are, we are going to add order id, user id, vendor id, all these. Okay, so let's quickly add this one as well, and we are going to add integer for the first one is the order id. Okay, for which order this item belongs, and the next one again we are going to take the integer, and this time we are going to take the user id, and now we will take the admin id as well as the vendor id. Okay, here you can see the vendor id as well as the admin id. Okay, vendor id and the admin id, fine. So after that we are going to take all these fields like product id also for integer, then product details, then after product id we are going to add the string for product name, product code first of all. Okay, so like product code, we are going to add the other fields also, take product name, product color, product size, product price, product quantity. Okay, so all the fields are done. We need to mention here float for the product price, and for quantity also we will mention the integer. Quantity will not be in float, it will be integer, like it will come 1 2 3, it will not come like 1.5 2.5. Product size can be string, fine. Product color can be string, fine. Product name, fine. String, fine. And all these are integers, so it seems to be fine. Now we can check once, order id, user id, vendor id, admin id, and all these products related. Okay, fine. So we can run the php artisan migrate command to run to create this table as well. So it has been created, we can check once that it has been created. Yes, it has been created. Okay, we can match once, it has been created. Now we will create the model for orders underscore products table as well. Okay, so let's create the model as well. PHP artisan make model orders product. Model name will be orders product. Okay, orders, okay, orders product. So the model has been created as well. We will check once the both models has been created successfully, order as well as the orders product. Okay, so in next video uh, we will work on that COD order placement process. First of all, we will work on the COD order placement process. Now the table has been created. Both one is for storing the main information of the order, that is the orders table, and one is for so simply inserting the orders items, the items that the user is going to buy. Okay, so the both tables have been created now, and now in next video we are going to place the COD order, cash on delivery. First of all, we are going to place the cash on delivery order that will have the delivery address detail as well, order item detail as well. Okay, and we will see that what we need to do for the cash on delivery order placement process. Okay, so later on we will do the PayPal and other payment methods as well. So please stay tuned for the next video. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.